Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family, because today's story is one that's got South Africa talking. The South African Police Service, or SAPS, has been under heavy scrutiny for months, facing everything from corruption allegations to internal power struggles and operational breakdowns. But in a surprising turn of events, National Police Commissioner General Fanny Masemola has come out strong, declaring that the state of the SAPS has improved significantly following Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi'Explosive media briefing that shook the nation just days ago. Let's take a moment to unpack this drama, because it's not just about police work, it's about power, politics, and public trust. When Mkhwanazi, the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner, took the stage during his now viral press briefing, he didn't hold back. He spoke of deep-seated frustrations, questionable interference from senior officials, and what he called a crisis of command within the ranks. His raw honesty struck a chord with millions of South Africans who've long lost faith in law enforcement. For many, Mkhwanazi sounded like the voice of truth, a man finally lifting the lid on what really happens behind those closed SAPS doors. But the reaction from Pretoria was swift and calculated. Instead of condemning Mkhwanazi, National Commissioner Masemola responded with what some have called a masterstroke. Rather than deny the issues raised, he acknowledged them, but turned the narrative on its head. He insisted that the internal shake-up caused by Mkhwanazi's bold words had forced SAPS to confront its weaknesses head-on, sparking what he described as a renewed spirit of discipline, cooperation, and transparency. According to Masemola, what looked like an internal war has actually reignited the commitment of senior officers to reform and improve the service. It's a surprising claim, especially considering how much damage control the SAPS had to do after Mkhwanazi's statements. The media frenzy that followed exposed deep divisions and raised serious questions about leadership. But Masemola insists that out of that chaos came clarity. He says the service has made visible strides in restructuring its command and control systems, addressing long-standing disciplinary cases, and improving morale among officers. "We don't hide our challenges," Masemola reportedly said. "We face them, we fix them, and we move forward." Still, South Africans remain skeptical. The country's crime rate continues to rise, with violent robberies, gender-based violence, and organized crime syndicates testing the limits of SAPS capabilities. For ordinary citizens, it's hard to reconcile talk of improvement with the harsh realities on the ground. Communities still complain of delayed police response times, corruption at local stations, and officers who lack proper training or resources. So, when Masemola says things are getting better, many ask, better for whom? Behind the scenes, sources close to SAPS say Mkhwanazi's briefing triggered an intense internal review led by top officials in Pretoria. Reports suggest that senior managers were summoned to present detailed performance reports, and several task teams were formed to address long-standing bottlenecks, including stalled investigations and procurement scandals. It appears Mkhwanazi's outburst forced an accountability moment that even his superiors couldn't ignore. Some insiders even claim that certain provinces have already seen operational improvements, like quicker deployments and improved coordination between specialized units. Interestingly, political observers believe Masemola's latest statements were not just about reassuring the public, they were also aimed at stabilizing the internal morale of the SAPS after weeks of infighting. The police service has been under immense pressure not just from citizens, but also from the executive branch, which has called for measurable progress ahead of the next national elections. The police, after all, are one of the most visible arms of government, and any sign of failure reflects directly on the administration. Masemola's decision to praise Mkhwanazi's honesty rather than punish him has been viewed as both wise and strategic. By acknowledging Mkhwanazi's concerns publicly, Masemola avoided escalating tensions that could have fractured the force even further. Instead, he's turned what could have been a disciplinary scandal into a rallying point for reform. He's made it clear that whistleblowing and accountability have a place within SAPS, if done responsibly. That stance has earned him cautious respect among some officers who had grown tired of leadership that appeared disconnected from the realities of policing. But make no mistake, this doesn't mean the storm has passed. Analysts say that Mkhwanazi'S revelations have exposed structural rot that cannot be fixed overnight. There are still questions about the role of political interference in police operations, the appointment of senior officers, and the lack of proper oversight mechanisms. Even as Masemola touts progress, many wonder whether SAPS has the resources and the will to sustain meaningful reform. The public's patience is thin, and the next few months will be crucial in determining whether the so-called improvement is genuine or just another PR exercise. What's also striking is how the saga has reignited a national conversation about leadership within law enforcement. Mkhwanazi'S boldness has inspired a sense of accountability across the board. In communities from KwaMashu to Alexandra, people are saying, at least someone is speaking up. His outburst may have been unconventional, but it tapped into a growing frustration among South Africans who feel ignored and unsafe. And now, Masemola's calm but firm response seems to be an attempt to turn that frustration into fuel for progress. For now, Masemola insists that morale is rising within the SAPS. He's highlighted new training programs, better data sharing between crime intelligence units, and an effort to clean up internal corruption cases that have lingered for years. But the proof will be in the results. Can South Africans actually start to feel safer in their homes, on the roads, and in their communities? Can officers rebuild the trust that's been eroded by years of scandals and inefficiency? This story is far from over. As the tension between reform and resistance continues, one thing is certain: the SAPS can no longer afford to pretend everything is fine. Mkhwanazi forced the nation to confront an uncomfortable truth, and Masemola is now trying to turn that truth into transformation. Whether he succeeds or not will determine more than just his legacy. It will shape the future of policing in South Africa. So what do you think, South Africa? Has the SAPS truly improved since Mkhwanazi'S explosive revelations? Or is this just another carefully managed illusion meant to calm public outrage? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this conversation going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can join in on the debate. Because this isn't just about police work, it's about justice, accountability, and the kind of South Africa we all want to live in.